Welcome, brothers. Hopefully this video will be quick. But in this video, I wanted to talk about a little bit about black women and the kind of man she wants. She wants a real man. She wants a real man. Unfortunately, y'all gotta break down what a real man is to her. You know, y'all gotta get that definition clear. We have to clear up any misconceptions about what a real man is to the black woman. You know, what is a real man? Of course you're not going to be able to win regardless of whatever kind of man you are, you're not going to be able to win. But what is a real man to a black woman? I'm asking the question. Won't you women who listen to these videos, won't y'all put it in the comment section? What is a real man? There's a lot of black men out there. A majority of them are like, I don't know what these women want. You know what I mean? I don't know what a woman wants, because women are emotional in a lot of cases, or they are good at fainting emotion. They're good at pretending to be emotional creatures when the things that they are doing are very logical and very calculating. You know, they're good at pretending to be emotional creatures, and I'm not gonna say in all cases this is so, but you gotta really think about, you know what is the definition of a good man to the so-called black women. A lot of you men, y'all are gonna end up taking some package deal, because of course you ain't a good man unless you taking on some kind of package deal. You gotta take care of some. That is the biggest thing with black women. They'll say, what is their favorite saying? You ain't a real man unless you willing to take care of somebody else's kids. You know, that's part of being a real man, I guess. It takes a special person. It takes a special kind of person to love someone else's kids. You know, but hey, the funny thing is that all the standards and all the things that black women have set up for you, they don't even live according to themselves. They don't want no man with no kids. That's going to cut into her time. That's going to cut into her time. She could have kids, and she has the nerve to say, I prefer a man that doesn't have kids. And then tries to make logical sense of it. And I'm just like, well, good luck with that. Good luck finding a man who is intelligent, has anything going for himself, does not have children of his own, you know, that wants to deal with you. And the only thing that black women have in their favor is that there's still a crap load of simps out there. You know, you men stand in direct opposition to her simps, because no black man wants to be a simp. He doesn't actually want to be a simp. You know, he just doesn't understand how he's been simping. You know, and sometimes you got to take him way back to the first simp in the Bible, Adam. Sometimes you got to take him back to the first simp. You know, and you got to explain these things to him. But some black men, they'll never get it. There will always be simps. That's just something that you're gonna have to deal with. You know, some black men will always be simps. I don't know. They think they're gonna. I don't know. They think they're gonna get some brownie points. Or what is it that you Negro males are trying to prove or trying to achieve by shitting on other black men? I understand that is indoctrination. A lot of that y'all have been indoctrinated with since little kids. You always thought that your mother was innocent and your father was the big bad man who did your mama dirty. You've always believed that. But why? Have you ever asked your father what happened in that situation? You know, to tell you the complete truth about the situation? And even if he did tell you the truth, would you be able to accept it? You know, a lot of black women, they pretend they want to hear the truth, but when they hear it, they don't accept the truth. You know, I understand it feels as if you're under attack. I advise you women not to listen to these videos, these kinds of videos. You know, don't listen to these kind of videos. I mean, well, might as well listen. You know, but if you can't handle the truth about your sisterhood, if you're not willing to do anything about it, if you're not willing to stand up for your own family, you understand that you cannot have a child without a man, right? Without some man's sperm, right? You know, y'all do realize that, right? All of your arguments become mute when you have a baby. You understand that, right? You know, because you can no longer lie. You can no longer play the victim. You opened up your legs to some male, whether he lied to you or not. You did it. You're responsible for that. You know, I mean, there's just no getting past it. I know that y'all have been running around with these false narratives, and you've always been able to play the victim in any given situation. You've always been given the opportunity. You've always been able to play the victim. That was your indoctrination. You see, because it wasn't even a concern of yours. It was like, okay, it doesn't matter who I sleep with, who I have a baby by, because I can always play the victim. I could always play the victim, and hey, the government's gonna pick up the tab. You know. Well, those times are coming to an end. The government is out on the patrol. You know, the government is out there. They're trying to. They want black men back on the plantation, because the government is sick of taking care of you women. They're sick of taking care of you. You know, they're sick of your games and your whining. I mean, they're literally sick of it. They're sick of it. They're sick of your witchcraft. You know, the way you treat your children, the way you train and indoctrinate your children, that's nothing more than witchcraft. The way you turn your children against their father, I mean, who would do such a thing? Who would do such a thing? You know? Who would do such a thing? Of course, I would have to call in the question the kind of men you deal with. Of course, you're going to try to turn, you know, Ray Ray and Pookie against his kids against him. Of course, you're going to do that. You know? But when you women have good, decent brothers, you know, I don't see why y'all are trying to turn these children against their father. Why? Don't you understand that's witchcraft? Don't you understand that that's gonna hurt your child in the long run? You're gonna be walking around here. There's a lot of black children walking around here, you know, mad as hell, upset, you know, that they're. I mean, and most of it comes from the fact that there was no father in their lives. You know, that's where most of it comes from. That's why they don't respect authority, male authority. That's why they commit the criminal acts they commit. Out here selling drugs and doing the stupid things that they're doing. Shooting up the neighborhood, killing each other. They're emotional. These children are emotional, man. They're mad. They're angry. They're upset. Why? Because there was no father in their lives. They don't know why. They don't know why they're doing the things that they're doing. They don't know why they're acting this way. They don't act like they don't know why they're fronting for nothing, you know, while they're acting like they're men, you know, poking their chests out, ready to kill each other in a heartbeat. You know? They don't know why they're doing that. They don't know why they're doing that. They can't explain it. You know? And that is something that you women did to them. You turned them against their fathers. You had taught them to have no love for their father. If the child does not have any love for their father, then how could they ever have love for their fellow man, their brothers, their fellow man? How could they cooperate with their fellow man if they hate their fathers? They automatically go into the world looking at every black male as the enemy, you know? And it's unfortunate. It's hard when you try to reach out to a brother. You don't even know if he's on this kind of stuff. Black men can't even reach out to each other and talk to each other unless they've been knowing each other for some time or whatever. But the average black man walking down the street, and another black man he don't know, he's standoffish towards that brother. He's standoffish because he's like, I don't know, man. This man, it's not something he wants to do, but he's like, man, he might be on that bull. You know, he might be on that man hater bullshit because a lot of black men hate other men. I mean, do you women not have any problem with that? You don't care that your son is out there, and I mean, he could become a victim of some black male hater. This is what you teach your children. You teach your children not to cooperate with each other, but to kill each other, but to hate each other. You taught him how to hate his father because you wanted to play the victim. You wanted to pretend that you didn't have any responsibility in what was going on in your relationships. You wanted to play the victim. You know, what is a good man? What's a good man, black woman? You know, what's a good man? What he said, a good man is 6 feet tall, just on that merit, just on the fact that he's 6'2" or 6'4" or whatever, 250 pounds at least. What? Just on the merits of his physicality. It has nothing to do with who he is as a person. What he brings to the table. He could be a thug, he could be a drug dealer, he could be a killer, he could be a murderer, but as long as he's 6'2" with dreadlocks, he's a good man. Cause see, you women choose men not for who they are on the inside, but who they are on the outside, and then you wonder why your relationships fail. You don't choose a man for his qualities, his good qualities. You know, his work ethic. Oh, y'all do that when after y'all ovaries are dried up in your vagina. You hit menopause or something like that. Then you want to talk about, oh, I want a good man. I'm sick of dealing with dudes that I'm sick of getting played by these men. These niggas ain't shit. You know. Oh, after you turn 35, 40, now you want a good man. The only hope that you women have is an old black man, an older black man. I hope all these older black men wake up, but a lot of these men are stuck in their ways. But I pray that these men wake up. But as a brother living in this environment who has his stuff together, who's been getting his stuff together, you know, who has worked hard as a so-called black man in America, wasn't given any handouts, made something of himself. I cannot in good conscience tell these men to date you and be with you and take on some weak ass package deal because you didn't care about a man with qualities. You didn't care about what kind of man you were sleeping with. The man could have literally took somebody else's life the day before, but because he's 6'2", he got a six pack, 250 pounds, he got swag, he could be your baby daddy. He could be your baby daddy. You would sleep with him in a heartbeat, you know. Hey, I mean, to each his own. To each his own. But do not expect good men, do not expect good men to pick up the tab, okay? Do not expect good men. I mean, even if I see a good man and he's in a relationship with one of you women on some package deal nonsense, I'm gonna tell that brother that he's messing up. I'm gonna have that conversation with that brother. I'm gonna make him feel like a fool. I don't talk. I might not come straight out and say, you being a fool. I'm gonna paint that picture for him. I'm gonna paint that picture for him, and he gonna see how he's been bamboozled. How he's been a fool. He might stay with you, but every day he gonna be like, damn, I'm a fool. Why did I get with this woman? You know, because a good man to a black woman has nothing to do with his good qualities. All of a sudden now that she's educated, he has to be educated. You know what I mean? Educated for what? Educated for what? Why does a man need to be educated? I understand you don't want to be with some man who's grunting, and but every man is educated in something. I mean, even blue collar brothers are educated in something. They know how to use advanced machinery that your dumb ass can't use. They know how to measure things that your dumb ass can't measure. So he is educated in some way, shape, or form. But you have turned up your nose at these brothers. It wasn't until you got your education that you turned around and said, "Oh, these men need to be educated." For what? I mean, what is your education going to do for a man anyway? What is your degree in sociology, women's studies, psychology? What are these degrees going to do for a man? That's what I want to know. What, you going to somehow try to manipulate him? I mean, do these degrees help him in any way? Are you gonna come home from work after, or is he gonna come home from work after busting his behind all day, and you gonna teach him something? I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, y'all put a lot of emphasis on these degrees, and I'm just trying to figure out what is your degree doing for a man? What is your degree doing, black woman? You know, you know. Oh, it gives you the ability to make money. Well, man don't need your money. No man needs your money. I mean, what man needs your money? Oh, the men you've been choosing, the men you've been sleeping. Oh, that 6 foot tall, six pack brother, you know, with you know, dark skin, whatever. Him, because he don't have any other qualities. So of course your education is going to be important to him. I do recall a lot of black males out there talking about. I mean, I literally talk to black men who have said, "Oh, my woman, she about to get her nurse's degree and blah 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 blah. She gonna be making this much money an hour." And I'm like, so what? What does that have to do with you? Who cares? I mean, I can't take you men seriously when you start talking about what degree your woman has. Oh, my woman a lawyer, my woman a doctor, or my woman this, or my woman, she making six figures. My woman do. I mean that stuff is very. I mean that makes you men look so weak. I mean I understand. I mean that makes you men look like garbage. I mean who gives a damn? Are you? I mean what? What? Is she gonna teach you something? What? Is she making? I mean, are you spending up her money? She's making money and you spending it up. You know what the hell has her degree got to do with anything? That's one thing I haven't been able to figure out. You know Who gives a damn? I mean, I don't want no woman. I mean, it's not that I don't want a woman with a degree. I don't want a woman with a degree that cares about her degree. You know, like okay, your degree, my degree gives me the ability to go out there and get a job in a very specific career field and make a certain amount of money. Boo hoo. Who gives a damn? That's it. I mean, what else can I say about your degree? I mean, what? Are you going to teach me something? Am I going to learn something from you? Or is what you know going to stop me from breathing or help me continue to breathe? I mean, if it's not, then I mean, I don't need. I mean, what do I need it for? Are you gonna make? I mean, are you gonna give me all your money? Are you making? You talk about your degrees a lot. I mean, a lot of you women have all these degrees, and y'all are not even working in the in the field. See that shows low self esteem right there. The fact that you're even talking about your degree. That's a form of low self-esteem because no one talks about their degrees. You'll see white women running around talking about, oh, I got a degree in this. Oh, I'm educated. Blah 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 blah. Who cares? I mean, yeah. I mean, if somebody asks you, like, if somebody asks, I mean, you can tell them, but it's not like, okay, so what? I literally had black women. They didn't know that I am very intelligent and educated, but they don't know these types of things about me. So some of them assume that I'm just like some dumb dude or something. Or I mean, it's not that they think I'm dumb. It's just the fact that they think that it doesn't matter. Whatever I know, what I know doesn't matter. What she knows is better and more important. And I'm like, well, I still make more money than you, and what? Well, even not even about the money, but the fact that I don't need you. I don't need your degree. Degree in what? Degree for what? A lot of you fake ass nurses are really CNAs in disguise. A lot of y'all are CNAs in disguise, man. Stop fronting. Stop telling people about your degrees. I mean, stop talking about it. I mean, all a degree means is that you were trained. You were trained. You were educated by this system. I mean, and we already know that most of the degrees that black women are getting, those degrees are to ensure white supremacy or to endorse and support and prop up white supremacy over the so-called black man or black people. That's all their degrees are ever used for. What are you using your sociology degree for? What are you propping up? Are you propping up anything that has to do with moving the so-called black race forward? You know, your degree in women's studies or sociology or I mean all these degrees. These people actually push black women. They try to push black men into it too, but you know black men don't usually fall for that garbage. But you know black they actually push black women into degrees that prop up white supremacy. So when the black woman gets out of school, she's nothing but a glorified paper pusher with a degree. She pushes papers. She props up other people's businesses, you know. And even when she has a business degree, she ain't even starting her own business. She's still working to prop up some other person's business, in most cases. But this is not even about you. This is about what's the definition of a good man. I would have to ask what's the definition of a good woman. You know, the definition of a good woman to me is someone who's cooperative. Someone who's cooperative. You know, someone who's cooperative. Someone who doesn't get high, get drunk, smoke cigarettes. drink alcohol, someone who knows how to take care of children, someone who's submissive, you know, someone who's dedicated, someone who is attentive, someone who's nurturing, someone who's loyal, caring, kind, appreciative, compassionate, you know, feminine. You know, that's the definition of a real woman to me. Not a woman with her degree. Not someone with their degree. Degree in what? Degree in what? Degree in what? I mean, like I said, man, you got a low self-esteem. Anybody talking about their degree has a low self-esteem, man. Anyway, brothers and sisters, you sisters, y'all better be careful what you say on my comment section, because y'all are exposing yourselves to be black women and black women pretending to be sisters. I was talking to a black woman the other day, right? She's a very beautiful black woman, got the dimples, brown skin. I mean, she has the natural hair, but when I seen her, she changed her hairstyle to the she straightened her hair. I didn't tell her to straighten her hair. I didn't say nothing about it. I like the natural, the hairstyle. And she has very nice hair. She had very nice, very long hair. And it was hers. And I'm like, damn. And I asked her about it, I was like, why did you straighten your hair? And let's say, I haven't heard from her in a few days. After I said that, I haven't heard from her in a few days, but she'll be back. She'll be back. I'm the self hater. Anyway, on that note, I want to say peace. Get on the 5 steps. Adopt a moral